Hey everybody, I'm going to try this again and see if I'm actually live this time. I had to end the broadcast and restart it. I'm just going to click on view on YouTube to see if this is coming through now. There we go. Okay, I'm back. I had to end the broadcast and come back. So if any of you are still here, come on back and post your questions again. I'm going to continue coming here. Let me see if I can come into the other stream and continue answering your questions. Let me enter the studio from here. And let me try again. Yeah, I had to end the broadcast and restart it again. So if any of you post your questions, please, let me see if I can come back to them and find them again. And I can. Okay, so I'm coming to, yeah, I don't know what happened just with the energy. Something really wonky happened on here, how it changed. So I'm coming through. So I still have the messages from the other channel, and I'm going to go through it and read them. Yeah, crazy. I don't know what happened there, but so much energy, and I don't think they really care. So I'm going to come to Jolanda. I'm just going to read this. And Jolanda is saying, can I post it? No. Okay. So Jolanda is saying, thank you so much for your help and guidance. You gave me and many others. You're such a beautiful soul. Thank you so much. I'd love to hear from my guides about my progress. So Jolanda, can you hear about Jolanda? And guys, I'll ask you to repost your questions again. Do me a favor, just repost it again so that I have something on screen. I apologize. I don't know what happened there. So maybe they meant it. So just post your questions again, and I'm going to go through it again one more time. Let's see. I apologize for anyone that missed out. So come on back. Whew. All right. Let me come to the top here then, and I just go from the top again. Yeah, back again. So repost your questions. We're going to do it again. I'll just kind of share again for this part 2 that this is the final channeling, Erik. I'm going to get through everyone's questions here. And the purpose of it, they've been told me to take my energy back so that I can begin to heal this body. And this channel is still going to be more of a how-to. So the live streams are going to be gone, but I'm still going to do it on my Patreon. And you can still do one-on-ones with me on my LinkedIn. But so sign up still for the YouTube stuff, and we'll try it again. Thanks. Okay, so let me come back here. Jeez, crazy. Okay, Kristy. So post your questions again. Kristy, I got you. Thank you. And I'll start with Marie and D. King. Thanks. Okay, so let me start with Kristy here. And this will be part 2 for Kristy. And that is at the 3:29 mark. And Kristy says, advice from spirit. Okay. Erik, would you come through? What does Kristy need to hear for her greatest good? Can you make it clear, please? Can you just come in a little bit closer? Can you get Erik, kind of come through on this one. What does Kristy need to hear? I'm being shown something about where you are, that the location physically that you are right now. And it feels like just the area that you're in itself, there's something with the area in itself that is the people around you, like their energy isn't necessarily the best. Although Florida in itself is great, it's just where you are right now. So they're saying be careful about the energy that you're letting into your space as you're with the people that you're with. there's a real need for you to let go of that energy and to clear it out, and just pay attention to it. That's not really the best thing. Can you give me more direction on that? They're saying you know who we're talking about, but the people that you're allowing in your space and around you, there is something needs to be let go of them. You got to let go of them. They're not there for your highest good. Let them go. I don't know what that means, Kristy. If you want to share it, let me know, but I don't know what that means. I don't know. I don't know if you guys can tell. We've got a full house here. I've got some relatives visiting from out of town, and we've got the whole clan here coming today. So, kids, dogs, family. It is lots of activity going on, which is beautiful. Jolanda, I saw your question, but it's gone now. Like, I see it here. If you can just repost it, please. So anyone that's here, if you can just please repost your question that I missed you. I'm sorry, I got to go through the start again and repost. So it's StreamYard lost my stream, or they just stopped transmitting, and probably because of the energy. So you can please repost so I can show it up on screen and go through it again. Thanks for understanding, everybody. I hope that makes sense. Thanks, Robinette. I appreciate that. It's very sweet of you. Okay, and Jurgita, I got you. Thanks, Silvana, for reposting. And there it is. Okay, there's Jolanda. I know you were earlier. So let me come to Jolanda at 6:51. Okay, so Yolanda's asking for some reflection on her progress. Oh. Immediately they're just screaming like, "You're doing so good. You are doing so good." And they really are proud of you for what you're doing and how well you're doing it. They just are so proud of you. They're just enamored by you spending the time of releasing yourself. And they're going to say, in 6 more months, you started this work maybe about 6 months ago. They're saying, give it about 6 more months and you're going to see some drastic, massive changes in you. Massive changes. You're already seeing these changes. Continue to go down the path that you are. I know you're doing a lot with William. So continue to work with William. You're ready for it. I mean, the last 6 months you've been preparing for the releases. In this next 6 months, you're just going to have further, greater releases. So keep going and releasing. Yeah, you're doing so good, Jolanda. Keep going. Yeah, I'm real proud of you. Stephie got you. KB got you. Here's Kristy. Okay, Chris, thanks for that confirmation. Makes perfect sense. I allowed a person to reconnect me that previously had created problems within my life. Okay. I really didn't know what it was. So thank you for giving me that clarification. All right, KB, good. That's what I want to hear, Jolanda. I'm so excited for you, Jolanda. So again, I'm just going to remind everybody, if you posted a message that you didn't get read because of StreamYard in the stream, please post it again and we'll go through and do it now. And let me come to Maria. Maria L at the 9-minute mark. Okay, so Maria says, a message from my mom, Fatima, or my dad, Luis, or Erik. All right, Erik. Okay, who do you want to pull in? So Erik is saying your mom and Luis they're always right beside you. That you know that when you quiet your mind and you have those moments of stillness, that you're just kind of doing something and they pop into your mind, they are with you. So it's not that you are thinking about them, that they're with you and they're grabbing your attention to say, "Hey, we're here. You're not alone. We're with you." So that's their way of getting your attention, to letting you know that they're there with you and that they love you. And what else does she need to hear? I'm also hearing how critical you are of yourself, that you're being very hard on yourself, that the way that you speak to yourself isn't necessary, that you do so much good for others, um, that you look at yourself in the mirror and you start saying hurtful things, that none of that is really necessary. You don't need to be doing that to yourself. So they're reminding you to be kinder to yourself. And as you're kinder to yourself, that, instead of when an ache or a pain or a feeling comes in your body that's negative, don't automatically go to the negative feeling. Start by saying, "Oh, thank you for getting your attention to me. Thank you for letting me know you're here," and work on yourself on the gratitude. As you do that, you're going to find much more compassion coming for your body and mind. That the messages that you're going to get for yourself is going to be much more loving, and you're actually going to heal much more quickly. So there's something about healing your body, and it's going to start with a conversation of how you talk to yourself first. And that's definitely something for everybody. This is where healing begins, is the conversation that we have for ourselves and how kindly we talk to our body. So that's where it starts. I hope that makes sense for you. Thank you for asking that question. Thanks, Marie. Good. I'll see you on Patreon too. I'm really excited that you're going to continue to join me there and get answers. Thanks, Kay. Kay, I know you posted a question as well. Please post your question again if you have it missing, because it's not on my sheet here. I don't see it anymore. I lost it all. So, hey, Suzanne, your timing is perfect. Actually, you're welcome. You're very welcome. Awesome. We'll see you there. Okay, so let me come to D. To D King at 12:13. And D says, any messages regarding my new project side job? Thanks. So this new project and side job, they're asking, is this a project of love? Does this make you happy? Does this really expand your heart and you get excited about it? Not necessarily about getting excited that you're doing work, that you're keeping yourself busy and distracted, but do you get really excited about this new project and side job? Do you find that you have ideas coming to your head? I can do this, I can do that. This would be fun. That you have enjoyment coming into your heart. If you're having that feeling, then you're going to get a lot of success from this. But if you're using this as a distraction to avoid the thoughts and emotions and what you really need to be paying attention to, you're going to continue to have these thoughts and emotions come up until you actually deal with them. And it feels that this is what it more is that you're using the side job and the project as a distraction. That the real work is for you to release what's within you, that you're kind of worried that you're not paying attention into. And that seems to be what's more important, is that you shift your attention into that. I hope that makes sense. Let me know, because I'm scratching my head on this one. Let me know. I know Marie says, yes, it makes perfect sense. Thank you for reminding me. Good. Okay, that's what I need to hear. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate the confirmation on this. It's exactly what I need to hear as well. And this also tells me that the confirmation that is the final channeling Erik on a public setting and going into myself, that I'm very intuitive. So I need to follow that as well. So that's very helpful. And thank you for the positive words. Okay, so coming to Annika. I asked advice from my spiritual team, Father, about my situation at the moment and future. Okay, team, Father. Thank you. Okay, Annika's current situation. and Annika's future. What do you want to say about that? So the current situation is exactly where you need to be. This is, again, putting pressure on you to make yourselves look at who you are and look at what your life, of what you have around you, and really what you want for yourself to make it enjoyable. Enjoyable isn't the right word. It's the feeling that you need to bring into yourself, that you need to look at yourself and come back into your own spirit and energy, and use the frustration that you're feeling to look deeper within yourself in order to face those frustrations. Look at how those events are feeling. Notice where it shows up in your body and move into that area within your body. And as you move into that area of your body, release it, let it go, experience it. Now, one of it is releasing it with your breath, but then there's also the need to ask it, who do you need love from? And notice who comes in. It could be a mother, it could be a father, it could be a past lover, current lover, family member, and bring them in and have that conversation with them. Allow them to see your pain, and then look at the pain within them and see if they're ready to release that love within you. And this is what you're going to be using to release the patterns of frustration that are within your body. There's a need to allow the frustration to happen so you can look at yourself and start releasing. You are prime ready for emotional releasing. And you're going to get that if you, on the Patreon channel, if you join my Patreon group, you're going to find that that's a lot of what we do in releasing. So consider joining the Patreon channel, because we actively do that once a month on the first Thursday at every month at 4 p.m. Eastern. We do that. And sometimes it's more than once a month. Last month, we had 8 days of straight of I am statements that was releasing and replacing. But consider that it's time for you to release within yourself, Annika, to observe what's happening within you so you can release. So that's where you're at. I hope that makes sense. Thanks all for reposting. Okay, let me come back here. Good. Thank you, Maria. Okay, I've added you. Grace, I lost your question. So if you can repost it, please. Jurgita says, yes, everything starts from love for yourself, but it's easy to tell, hard to do. Yeah. Thank you, Jurgita. That's really sweet of you to say. Yeah, the dogs agree. Thanks, Suzanne. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Thanks, Grace. Okay, got you. Good. Okay, so Dee says, I'm excited and scared at the same time. I've been getting tons of ideas and I'm hopeful I can help others. My heart flutters with joy. I have to wait until October to start. Yeah, awesome. What you want to also be careful of, Dee, is that when you start getting those feelings, be careful of what you have as desire. So, people have a strong desire for something, someone, a love. They want something to happen, and your eyes get really big, and you almost get hungry. It consumes your soul. So that becomes a slight negative desire. It's more so about learning to let go and staying within the energy of love and allowing things to happen. So that's the one thing that they want me to add on to this, is to be careful of what's desire and what needs to come through. That's what I'm feeling for you. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so let me come to Jurgita at 1921 in the part 2. So Jurgita says, kindly give me a message for my divine team. See you on Patreon. Beautiful. Thanks, Jurgita. What does Jurgita need to hear for her highest and greatest good? Thank you. Okay, what does she need to hear? They're saying, good. Good. You're beginning to honor yourself, and you're beginning to really look at who you are in your own self, and you're questioning the position that you have culturally in your role as the mother of the family, as the wife, as the person in the community. You're questioning that, and knowing that this isn't about playing a role that's defined by the human culture, but playing a role that's within your feminine divinity. To know that who you are as a strong female, as a beautiful woman, you're not just a mother, you're not just a lover, you are a woman with thoughts and ideas, and you're strong with what you know, with who you are. That really to honor and continue to honor yourself, and you're beginning to do that. You're beginning to remember that you are this very smart, intelligent person that has a lot to offer. And it's not just about taking care of people and doing what you're told. It's doing things that resonate with you, that is really for the greatest good of all. And that's, you're really moving into the empowerment of that. So continue to move into the empowerment of your feminine energy, and know the role of who you are and what you're due to have on this planet. It's not for you to be like a man or be equal to that. It's for you to be who you are and be solid and comfortable in being in your feminine divine energy. You are a strong, powerful, beautiful, wonderful soul that needs to be here because you are helping a lot of people. So keep going down that path, Jurgita. The spirits are thanking you for being who you are, and continue to do that. Thank you. Thank you, Jurgita, for contributing to this energy. You're welcome, Dee. You're welcome. Yeah, Pooja, you can ask another question. I'm just going to keep going here until I'm told to stop. Okay, so let me come to Silvana here. Silvana at 2213. And Silvana says, hello, my friend. Hi, Silvana. My father-in-law is hoping for a message from his son or daughter or wife. Okay. Let me see. All right. Who wants to come through for this fine man? Who wants to come through? I feel your son stepping through. And what I'm hearing him saying is like, Dad, you were right. You were right. And I feel like I want to cry in my throat. He's saying you were right, but you're also wrong. And he's talking about Silvana, and he's giving a lot of love. And he's like, thank you for loving her unconditionally. Thank you for stepping up and being in there. And you were right to hold on to the way that you felt. And he says, you know what the wrong is, that I don't have to say it. But you were right, and he wants to be thankful and appreciative of you for standing up, and for at least welcoming Silvana into the family, and even just the side glances, the little conversation, the moments of comfort, that as Silvana was feeling very uncomfortable and unable to really questioning why she was at these family events, how awkward she felt, but she knew she had to be there, and this was out of obligation. But these little glances and little moments that you would just have with Silvana, he's thanking you for that, for welcoming her into the family and keeping her secure. You're one of the reasons that it's like he's saying, like, you anchored her into the family. Not only like me, she had a beautiful relationship, a really fairy tale relationship with Barry, but ultimately It's that those moments is what kept you and tied you to the family. So he's thanking you for that. How about his future? Anything he needs to hear? He says there is no age limit on spiritually awakening, and you are spiritually awakening. Just the fact that you're asking this question, that you're listening to this, and you're listening to it with an open mind, but it's okay to be skeptic, because that's what we all are. We are all. This one is an open-minded skeptic, and they want you to be skeptical. They want you to be questioning what is real and was not. But as you move into your heart and tune in, just as you did, that you knew Silvana was a good person because you operate from your heart. Know that when you receive these messages, that you hear these things on a spiritual level, that doesn't resonate in your heart. It's not in your analytical mind, it's in your heart. So continue to move into that energy and know and follow what feels right for you. You're going to continue on your ascension. And I hope that makes sense for you. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. Thank you for bringing that forward. It's a great question. Great question. Okay, I'm being guided to come down to Grace before I come back up. So let me come to Grace here. And let me see, Stephie, you're going to be next. So Grace at 2613. And Grace says, my friend Adriana has lost her driver's license, possibly something around the house. Would it be possible to locate it, where it could be? I gotta immediately, the first thing that comes to my head is I'm not good with inanimate objects, but I have to let that go. That I'm not good, because I immediately created a barrier on that, and I apologize. I take that back. Show me where that license is. I can feel it. Was it in your back pocket? Because it felt like it was in your back pocket. It was hanging through, and I can see it in a couch or a sofa. On one side, it's the furthest right. There's like a white couch on the right-hand side, behind the pillow, between the cushion at the back. It feels like it fell behind there. Now, sometimes I get the opposite. If I feel it on the right, it's actually on the left. But it feels like it's in the couch and it's buried behind somewhere. That's how it feels. Is there a greater message about that we need to know? There is also a message about letting go here, of letting go of the attachments that you have, that you put your mindset onto, and your expectations that you need something, that you need the license in order to function and move where you need to go. So that there is an attachment you need to let go of here as well. But I don't know. White couch, right hand side at the back, maybe on the left. That's what I'm getting. Let me know. I don't know. Could even be underneath the couch, but it's near the couch is what I'm getting. Let me know. Yeah, no, I lost that question, Robinette. I had to start a brand new feed, and all the questions that were posted were lost. So if you can repost it, please, that'd be great. Thanks, Robinette. Awesome. Kay, I've got you, and I know what you're saying. Martin says he felt it on the couch, but the left side. So see, sometimes on the opposite. Thanks, Martin. That's helpful. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, awesome. Okay, so Robinette, I got you as well. So let me come up to Steph here. And Stephie at 2901. So Stephie says, hi Con, I was wanting career advice. What avenue? Teaching, managing my own business, and what industry? All right, Erik, you want to come through on this one, please? What's in our heart? Immediately as I went into your heart, I saw flashes of kids. And it feels that you're a natural teacher. But whether it is teaching, which is somewhat restrictive, there also is the element of having your own business that's also teaching kids. So it's not necessarily that you need to go down a particular route that's expected of you, is that you can take this idea of owning your business or even managing and using all of these skills in terms of teaching and sharing your knowledge and what's in your heart. So it feels like there's more of a combination of these things, that you can really go any in those directions, but really what's in your heart. Do you enjoy being around kids? I see young kids around you, and there's more of a just you able to teach them and open up their hearts in a certain way. And what this is more about, it's not necessarily about opening these kids' hearts, because the new kids that are entering into the world right now are very much spiritually open. They see things and feel things in a very different way. So it feels like you also feel things in a different way, that you'd be able to manage them in order to honor those feelings and let go of what doesn't feel right and the questionable side, their analytical mind, and help them continue to hold on to the flow. Now, prior to age 7, before the analytical mind kicks in, kids are really open, especially up to about the age of 5. They actually really see things and feel things. So it feels like those are the kids that you're working with below the age of 7, in order to nurture them and honor what they're feeling and seeing and hearing, and honoring that, so that when they do get the age of 7 and start becoming a little bit more analytical, knowing that that it's not necessarily the analytical feeling where that they start feeling disconnected, is to continue to hold on to that feeling. So there's a need for you to nurture and hold on to that feeling of the spiritual sense of what they get. At least that's what I'm getting. I hope that resonates, Stephie. And thank you for asking that question. Okay, so here's KB. Hey, KB. KB at 3115. KB says, last time I asked a question about frequent throat infection. I guess what I just did, as you said, visualize my throat area and sorry and loved you. The pain started easing away. Yeah, it's that fast. That is really super cool. KB says, may I know, why do I chirp like a bird and say mantras while meditating? Is it connecting to my past life? No, that this isn't connecting to your past life. But there's more that you're connecting through galactic energy, and you're passing through what's typically known as light language. So the light language that you're communicating isn't necessarily the sounds or the words that you're saying. It's the feeling that comes through from the frequency of the sounds that you're making. So as you're making those chirps, what you're doing currently is you're focusing on the chirps, and all you're doing is listening to the chirp and the mantra, and that's where your attention into. Shift your attention into the feeling that you have from the chirps and the mantras, and notice the feeling where it shows up in your body, and then move closer again, like you did with your throat. Move closer to that area within your body and continue to feel, and let it move where it needs to move. Give your body permission. Say it's okay. It's just allow it. It's good for you. You can just allow it to happen. You're perfectly safe. I'm here with you. Nothing's going to happen. I'm not going to abandon you. And just allow that feeling to go through and feel the expansiveness of what's going to happen throughout you. Yeah, you're transitioning, KB. You're moving. You're continuing to move. And you know that. So I'm really excited for you. That's really, really good. Yeah, I feel I gotta read Franco next. And Franco 3350. And Franco says, hi Con, I feel excited lately. Lots of sequences, 777, 1111, 922, 92222. I feel like I'm excited for what is coming. Yeah. I had a spiritual breakthrough when I zip lined for my birthday, 9/17. What's up? It's like you're asking a question you already have answered yourself. You are awakening. Your cells are awakening. The DNA within your body is awakening. You're feeling the actual changes, the physical changes that are happening with your body from the DNA changes. And as these DNA changes are occurring, you're feeling alive. You're feeling the movement of energy. You're allowing the flow to come through. And you can see it's manifesting within your life. So as you continue to allow and feel and immerse yourself into feeling and just open yourself into the possibility of the unknown, you're going to experience so much more for yourself. This is just your awakening, and this is going to continue to happen. Over the next 6 months, it's so much more is happening for you. So this isn't, you know exactly what's happening. That you just need to hear the confirmation. You are on a really good path, Franco. And if you remember, one of the things that started this was the baggage that you needed to let go. And you know who we're talking about. And as you let go of that baggage, you've created room for something else. So you did this for yourself, again, for your greatest good. So I hope this is confirmation for you that you are on a really good path and you're doing a lot of good things. So good. Yes. So alive. Awesome. I'm so happy to hear that, Franco. And you deserve it. Yeah, good. Martin's giving confirmation, light language. He's getting light language. Awesome. Okay, Jimmy, thank you for reposting. And let me come to Gina here. Gina H. 3607. So Gina says, question. I use black spruce oil for the fungal infection on my foot. It's good on my skin, but not so much for my toenails. Is there anything else I can do? It feels like it's getting rid of what it needs to get rid of there, Gina. Really good for the black fungus. Okay, I'm seeing that there's try diluting it. Instead of putting the essential oils directly on your toe, that's good. Instead, put a few drops, 3 to 5 drops, into a foot bath of warm water, and soak your feet in the warm water with 3 to 5 drops of the black spruce instead of putting directly on it. It seems that the oil directly when you're added on, it's too strong. It's like it's burning your toe, and yeah, it's like burning it. So put it into water instead. Dilute it in water into a foot bath. Give that a try. Yeah, and you guys can always reach out to me in email. So if you want to let me know how that works out. Yes, the baggage. You know it. Hey Mishi, got you. Okay, coming to K at the 38-minute mark. And K says, my question was about the bangles I'm hearing at night around me. Sounds like bangles on a wrist making noise while I'm trying to sleep. Okay. Erik, you want to come through? He's just laughing right now. Okay, so what's with the sounds? So I know this will resonate with you. From what I'm hearing, it feels ancestral, but it feels like a native dance, like voodoo to ward off spirits. And there's one particular spirit around you that they're altering the energy, and so what they're trying to do is that when you hear these bangles and you hear that shaking of the bangles, tune into the feeling of that, and the feeling that it is warding off evil and drawing it out of your body. They are actively drawing it out of your body while you sleep, and they're pulling it out of your body because your mind is quiet, your body's a little bit more quiet, and you can help it by attaching yourself. Notice where that feeling is in your body, that evil, that's in the body and attach it and draw it out with your breath, with the bangles at the frequency at the bangles that are coming through. The ancestors are bangles, and you may or may not, but you should be hearing chanting coming through with that as you do that. There's going to be the bangles of the sound. Tune into that frequency. Feel that negative energy leaving your body, leaving your space, leaving your world. Allow it to separate out of you and really creating a separation. It's no longer you. But don't just move it out. Transmute it into love and light and allow it to be transmuted, and give thanks as it moves out, and using your breath, and just give thanks for that movement. You're making the shift now. You're getting rid of what doesn't serve you anymore, and now's the time. You're ready for it. So that's what I'm feeling for you. I hope that resonates, Kay, because that's really cool. Really super cool. I love that. Okay, I'm listening because it's hopping around is what I'm hearing, like jumping all around me. Yeah. So yeah, they're getting to all the places that you don't see. Savannah says, "Thank you, kind. Truly resonates. Awesome." Gina says, "Yeah, I've been putting toothbrush drops in a foot bath, but I guess it's usually kind of cold." Yeah, warm. Make it warm, because the warm ends up being surfacey, and you're going to get discoloration. Put it into warm water. Warm, if not, greater than warm, like warm. You're welcome. Yeah, awesome. Martin felt the ancestors too. Good. I love that. Okay, so Pooja and Kay, I've got you, and I'm going to read you at the end. And I'm going to come to Robinette at 41:57. Robinette says, "My son Chris would like to know if he will be successful in his new venture." Thank you. Again, they're drawing me to the feeling of, how does this make you feel, Chris? Are you doing this for the sake of making money, or does it bring you a lot of great excitement? Do you get really excited about it, or is it just, I'm gonna make money. I have a desire to make money. I'm gonna be self-sufficient. Money's gonna come to me. I don't got to worry about other people, about even losing a job or being worried about it. I'm gonna be self-sufficient. But that feeling of the work that you're doing is gonna bring you great joy, because that's what's more important. If you're gonna be successful in the venture, you have to have your whole heart into it, but it has to bring you joy. So does it bring you joy? And I feel quite excited right now that my heart is racing, that it's going to be really good for you. It's going to be a lot of excitement for you. So notice where your energy into, and be careful of where you shift your mindset into, whether it's being work. Is this going to be a lot of work for you? Is this going to be heavy for you? That's what I'm feeling. But keep on going into the joy and do the things that you love. The careful thing is that, and that's what I did to myself, because I loved my last business, but I stayed in it too long, to the point that I wasn't enjoying it anymore, and I was lashing out to the clients that were coming in through me. So that I was no longer in joy, having fun with it. So that's what's really important, that you can maintain your joy and stay that energy. So if you feel that, and that's where you feel is right for you, continue in that. So yeah, that's what I got for you. I hope that resonates, Chris, and congratulations. Congrats. And Robinette, this is for yourself, and that was for Chris at 44:33. Rob says, "Was I around during 1920s, 40s? I think I knew my dad as a young man." I don't feel that you were present in a physical manifestation, but it felt that, this is your soul family, that your father and you and your entire family, that you kind of got all hanging together, and you pop into these actor suits at different times to experience what you experience. So I felt like you came into this world as just to kind of hang out and see, but in an energetic sense. I don't feel that you were in a manifestation at that point. And if you do feel that you were in a manifested state in a body, then honor that. Don't go by what I'm saying. But to me, it feels like that you were here, but you were visiting in an energetic sense, and you spent a lot of time around your dad. And that really is to carry over into this lifetime for you to have the experience that you did in this lifetime. So that's the feeling I got. Let me know if that resonates or not. Please do. And this was Martin for Chris, and he's saying it depends on his intention is what I got. Yeah, and that's key too, your intention, right? What's your intention? Very true, very true. Okay, so let me come to Jim, brother Jim. And Jim says, bee sting, bacterial infection, poison ivy, rashes, opportunity, how to heal myself, or other messages associated with these recent issues. To me, it feels like a purge, Jim. It feels like this purge is the end of your old version of yourself, moving into the new version of yourself. And there's a need for you to have these events happen to you, for you to notice your 3D experience that you would have had and what you have right now, and to see that the change within you is different. So this was kind of done for you in order to say goodbye to your old self and say hello to your new self. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah, that's the feeling I'm getting. It's awesome. Great. I'm excited for you, man. Very excited for you. Bye, Gina. Thank you for coming here. It's okay that you're not on Patreon, but please, stay in here. Be a subscriber, click the notification bell, because it's more going to be a how-to now, and there'll be some impromptus at various points when they're guiding me. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I feel it will be coming every once in a while. Might not be here, might be somewhere else, but you never know, right? Yeah, follow. Thank you, Gina. Really appreciate your energy. So let me come to Michelle before I do Pooja and Kay. So Michelle at 4805. And Michelle says, I'd love a message from my higher self. Thanks, Con. Big hugs. Okay, Michelle's higher self. Would you come in, please? Whew. Thank you. Okay, higher self. What does Michelle need to hear for her greatest good? I'm hearing the word perseverance, Michelle, and honor. So it feels as if you kind of flip-flop between spiritual awakening to being in a rut, which we already know. What they're talking about, though, it's that it's okay. It's more that when you have those low points and you move out of your high points, don't beat yourself up. Be kind to yourself. So right now you might have the experience, say, oh my God, I'm in a rut. I feel garbage again. And you're just kind of looking at the garbage. But instead of doing that, say, notice it's, oh, okay. It's okay, everyone. We're in a rut again, but everything's going to work out fine. So notice the first words and feelings that you have coming out of your body. So there's the need to begin to love yourself or continue to love yourself and shift it so that instead of being a negative reaction to the feelings that you're getting, that it becomes a positive reaction as you initially see it. It's like you're taking the kids and something frightful is happening. Don't focus on the frightful. You kind of use the attention. Oh, okay. You're going to see a clown now. Something's going to happen. Don't worry. I'm here with you. Or shift their attention into something else. But really, it's about setting expectations and not putting yourself into fear and looking at the negative. That's what I feel is ready for you now. Yeah. Hey, Franco. Yeah, I got your next question. Okay, I'm gonna do Franco right now. And Franco for your son, and that's at 5046. 16-year-old son. Do you have a message from his father, or do you see his path? Okay, dad, path must come through. I feel more of his higher self coming through. And I kind of feel, I can feel your son's energy. And he's got a good heart. Like he's a good person. And you're at that really awkward age where you may or may not remember this, but before, when you were 5 years old, you're really spiritually open and you continue that. But when you got to about 7, in the last 8 years, you've been 9 years rather, you've been changing into like defining yourself to becoming a man. And there's a lot, and that's typical. Like that, we all go through that at that age, that you're defining yourself. You still have fun and play, but there's also the need to, I got to be a little bit more serious. I need to be a man. It's more so that don't worry so much about what's going on with everyone around you. Some people are really into girls right now, or really into relationships right now. And it's all about just looking good, feeling good, trying to get it on with somebody. And they're saying it's like, that isn't so much important, but that's something what your body is going through. And that's just the shift. We're saying is remember who you are in your heart, because you really are a good person. And as you hold on to that good person, you're going to find the right people that come to your life at the right time. Don't necessarily force yourself to become who you think you're supposed to be or who your friends are becoming. They're becoming who they're coming. You continue to be who you're coming, whoever that is. You can be whatever you want. And as long as you're having fun and you're in your heart and you're just feeling good about what you're doing, follow with what you're doing good. Don't do what you think others are expecting of you, because let's face it, like your friends and our classmates, they can be real dicks. They can be real dicks about stuff. Excuse my language, but you know this, right? And because they can be that way, because we all go through that way, because we're all acting like we think what we're supposed to be. And nobody at that age, including them, who looks like they have it all together, they don't have it together. They're a freaking mess. Like all of us are at that age. So just as long as you stick within your heart and you do things that feel right for you, and you do something that you like, this feels good, I feel honored to myself, I'm being true to myself, you're going to do amazing. And keep doing that. You're going to do amazing anyways. It doesn't matter. Even if you do go both ways, it doesn't matter. You're going to be amazing. You are amazing. And just keep in that energy. Good things are going to happen for you. You've got a really good future. And you're going to be great. You keep in your heart, you're going to be really good. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you. Thanks, Kira. Sending you a lot of love back. Yes, resonates. I'm actually doing that, getting excited about sitting with my emotions this week. Beautiful. Love it. Okay, so I got a couple more here. And this is a second one for Pooja at 5437. And Pooja says, may I ask another question that Am I on the right path right now in my life? You are, Pooja. And it's like a little bit wavering. It's how it comes into me. You are on your right path. And much like what we said to this last one's son, you're doing things that are part of your expectations, and you're doing things that feel right for you. The more that you do the things that feel right for you, the more you feel good about yourself. Now, wouldn't that be a feeling that you would want all the time? Isn't that something that you deserve to feel good about yourself and not really do the things that you're expected of? Now, it's really difficult when culture and family are pressuring you to do something. Look at that, of how your family feels, that this is all they know is this culture and expectations, and this is the way that's always done. And this is just because they're doing it, that's all that they know. They don't know to follow their heart. They don't know. They follow themselves in expectations and culture, and they're putting that on you because that's what their family did. That's what their parents did, the grandparents, great parents. That's just what's happened in history all along, is to put pressure on you to get married, get a good job, have kids. That's just the culture. As you continue to align yourself to a heart, do things that feel right for you, you can see these things that come to you and see it with compassion. And as you stay in your heart, you're going to be on your path. As you experience these things and you do things that aren't in your best alignment, that don't make you feel good, look at those as lessons. Those are meant to happen as lessons. So you can ultimately really do no wrong. Everything that happens to you, good or bad, is meant for your growth and for you to experience something. It really depends on where you want to put your attention onto. If you're going to put your attention on when something bad happens, that you focus on the bad, or you look at the good that happens from that, because everything is good. Everything is good, and you are on a really good path. So ultimately, you are exactly where you need to be. You're on a good path, and a lot of good things are going to happen for you. Just continue to allow and accept what comes through. You're in a good stage. Thank you, Pooja. That was beautiful. Awesome. Franco, thank you for saying that. That's beautiful. Okay, so let me come to the last one for Kay at 57:29. And Kay says, I have this feeling something is being kept from me. And so I ask Erik what is being hidden. Thank you, as always. You want me to share that? Okay. Okay, so this kind of goes back to your first question, Kay. The bangles, the removing the evil, the separation. What goes along with that evil? What is a part of it that came into your life? Where did that evil come from, that source? It feels like that person that brought the evil into your life is questioning their own selves and is planning an exit. Now, you have two ways to look at this. One is that you've been preparing yourself all along, and you've been doing this all on your own for so long already. The only thing is, now you're going to do it without that evil attachment. And how easy is it going to be able to do everything that you've done without that attachment onto you? It's just going to get really easy for you. So it really depends on how that you're prepared that the person's going to be making an exit. And it feels as if that continue to have that little bag ready, put a few extra bucks in that little bag, take a few extra things to be ready to make a move really quickly, and make your plan to make a move if you have to. I'm not saying that it is, but it feels like that person is actually going to leave rather than you leaving. But it feels like they're going to leave, and that's actually going to remove everything else that you need it to remove. It's going to be a really good thing, because as you remove that from your life, things are going to start falling into place much more easier for you, and you're going to find something really good to replace it. And I'm talking about a relationship that's going to be really good. Not now, you're not ready for it, but once you really do that clearing, a lot more is going to come for you that are really good love of your life that's going to support you, and that just has nothing but good energy, because that's who you are. You are just nothing but loving, wonderful energy. So expect that to come into your life as this person leaves. Yeah, I feel it. It's coming. I'm excited for you. Yes, everything is here just that serves us. Good. You don't have to cover it. I know you can. I know you can. I'm just saying in the way that I need to say it. But yep, you got it, girl. You got it. I'm excited for you, Kay. So with that, everyone, so this ends the final channeling Erik. And I really do want to thank you, all of you, for contributing your energy into these channeling Erik live sessions. If you want to receive further guidance, consider booking a one-on-one with me, and you can join me on my Linktree, and you can find my compassionate pricing that I have here, and you can have a one-on-one that we can do a lot of deeper work, whether it's an emotional release or a reading. Consider joining me on my Linktree, and ultimately come over to my Patreon channel, and you can continue to have these one-on-ones. But really, on my Patreon channel, we start getting into a lot more deeper group work and additional sessions in enhancing the DNA. This is like an insider group where we have intimate face-to-face discussions over Zoom, where I channel lectures and meditations that alter our DNA and furthers us into ascension into a 5D world. So I really encourage you to not get left behind, and you feel guided. Join that Patreon group. You're gonna learn a lot. And if you want to see more information, the how-to content that you're going to see on this page is really, now we're getting into the how to do the meditation, how to have proper nutrition, how to bring love into your life, how to release these emotions, and how to create in multiple areas within your life. So please consider subscribing and hit that bell, hit the notification, because it's not just going to be lives. The lives aren't going to happen anymore. It's going to be more videos. And when that content is going to come out, you'll be the first to see it. And all I can ask you is really to put a like on here and share out that information. I really do. This isn't about me helping the handful of people that come on these lives. It's going to be helping a lot more people with the how-tos. And I feel that's where we're going. So other than that, Wednesday, October 5th, 1 p.m., join us on the Divine Soul Awakening. Mike Borg is going to give us another sound bath with the didgeridoo and the drums. And then the next day, on the Thursday, which is the first Thursday of the month, is our Patreon group. I don't know what's going to be coming through, but that'll be at 4 p.m. Eastern, the first Thursday of every month at 4 p.m. I don't know what the Patrons group is going to come in, but if you sign up for the Patreon, you're going to have access to all the past stuff, especially the 8 days of IAMs. That is powerful to shift your DNA. And not only this DNA, but all of your past lifetimes, personalities, dimensions, and timelines. It is super, super powerful. So I really hope you all join me for that. And this is not goodbye. This is me shifting my energy into another form. So with that, I just want to see I answered everybody. Yeah, I did. So with that, I thank you, everybody. And I'll see you. I'm not gone. I'm here. Reach out. Love you all. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.